Have you ever wondered what makes people choose long-distance relationships? It's a question that often stirs intrigue. For some, it's a career move that beckons them to a new city. For others, it might be the call to serve in the military or the pursuit of higher education in a different state or country. And then, there are those who must part ways due to unforeseen family situations. Regardless of the reason, the decision to commit to a long-distance relationship isn't taken lightly. It's a process of evaluation, of weighing the pros and cons, and most importantly, assessing the level of commitment required. It's about understanding that while love might conquer all, it still requires work, especially when separated by miles. There are numerous factors at play, each unique to the couple involved. Decision-making in love, especially when distance is involved, is never easy, but is often the first step in this journey. After deciding comes the hard part, parting ways. This stage is packed with an emotional roller coaster as partners strive to spend every possible moment together before the inevitable separation arrives. It's a period where laughter intertwines with tears, where love mixes with sorrow, and where promises are made and hopes are kindled. This stage also underscores the importance of setting boundaries and rules. It's about defining the contours of the relationship, the do's and don'ts, and the mutual expectations. This is crucial for maintaining a healthy long-distance relationship. It's about understanding and respecting each other's space, even when that space spans miles and time zones. The parting stage is about making the most of the now while preparing for the then. It's about holding on to the person you love even when you have to let them go. Parting might be sorrowful, but it's the foundation of an imminent long-distance relationship. Transitioning into a new lifestyle can be a bumpy ride. The transition stage in a long-distance relationship is where reality starts to settle in. It might feel like you've just hit a speed bump on a smooth road. You might find yourself in denial, not fully grasping the magnitude of the changes that are about to unfold. During this stage, you may still be preoccupied with the practicalities of life, sorting out work schedules, managing time differences, and figuring out the best ways to stay connected. The frequency of your communication might not dwindle right away, and it might still feel like you're in a close-distance relationship. But don't be fooled by this deceptive calm. This is the stage where you're adjusting, recalibrating, and learning to navigate the new territories of your relationship. It's like learning to drive all over again, but in a completely new landscape. Transitioning is challenging, but it's a crucial stage in long-distance relationships. Reality hits different when you're miles away from your loved one. As we navigate the realization stage, emotions start to shift. This is the point where partners truly begin to feel the weight of the physical distance. No more goodnight kisses, no more shared meals, no more shared experiences. It's a stark contrast from the previous stages, and it can be quite a jolt. Yet this stage is also one of growth and adaptation. Partners may find themselves developing a newfound independence. They learn to manage their time better, to fill the void with productive pursuits. They also learn to communicate more effectively, because when you're miles apart, every word matters. This stage can be emotionally challenging, yes, but it's also empowering. It forces us to evolve, to become better versions of ourselves. It teaches us resilience, patience, and the art of maintaining a connection despite the miles. Realization can be tough, but it's an essential stage in growth within a long-distance relationship. Jealousy is a common visitor in long-distance relationships. Let's face it, when you're miles away from your loved one, it's easy to feel a pang of envy towards those who are physically closer to them. This is not just restricted to potential romantic interests. It extends to friends, family, or anyone who gets to spend more time with your significant other. It's normal to feel this way. Jealousy is a complicated emotion, often rooted in fear, fear of being left out, fear of being replaced, or fear of being forgotten. It's important to remember that these fears are often unfounded and stem from the physical distance, rather than any real threat to the relationship. Communication is key to managing jealousy. Open up to your partner about your feelings. Chances are, they're feeling the same way too. Remember, it's not jealousy itself that's harmful, but how we handle it. Jealousy can be challenging, but it's a stage that needs to be managed effectively. Doubts can creep in, especially when you're apart. That's the nature of the doubt stage. This stage is marked by relational uncertainty that can arise when the distance seems to magnify every little concern. Doubts that may have been present before the transition to a long-distance relationship can become more pronounced now. You may find yourself questioning your partner's commitment, your own feelings, or even the viability of your relationship. These doubts can be particularly challenging to navigate because they introduce a sense of instability into the relationship. And it's important to acknowledge that relationships with pre-existing doubts have a steeper hill to climb. The chances of survival for these relationships can be weaker, especially if the doubts are left unaddressed. But remember, doubting is not a sign of doom. It's a call to introspection, a chance to reassess and reaffirm your commitment. Doubt is a hurdle, but overcoming it can strengthen a long-distance relationship. Validation. It's the key to thriving in a long-distance relationship. When miles separate you, the power of words gains immense importance. The ability to convey your feelings openly, honestly, and without judgment forms the backbone of this stage. Open communication is a lifeline that bridges the gap, allowing you to express your needs, your worries, and also your love, keeping the bond alive and thriving. Active listening plays a crucial role too. It's about more than just hearing. It's about understanding, empathizing, and responding in a way that reassures your partner that they are heard, valued, and most importantly, missed. And then there's the magic of positive responses. A word of encouragement, a note of appreciation, or a simple message of love can work wonders. These validations from you to your partner can fortify your relationship, making it resilient against the trials of distance. Remember, validation can make or break a long-distance relationship. So, are long-distance relationships a bane or a boon? That's the question we've tackled today. It's clear to see that these relationships are often high maintenance. They require a significant investment of time, energy, and emotional bandwidth. They demand constant communication, understanding, and most importantly, trust. But as challenging as they may be, they can also be incredibly rewarding. Long-distance relationships can serve as a mirror, reflecting back to us the strength of our bond and the depth of our commitment. They give us an opportunity to reevaluate our relationship, to question, to ponder, and to address any doubts. They push us to grow, to become more independent, to value our time, and to improve our communication skills. In essence, they force us to make a conscious choice, day in and day out, to choose our partner, to choose our relationship, to choose love. This constant choosing, this daily reaffirmation of commitment, is what makes long-distance relationships unique. It's what sets them apart from other relationships. It's what makes them challenging yet rewarding, complex yet beautifully simple. It's what makes them worth it. But remember, every relationship is unique, every couple is different, and every long-distance relationship has its own set of challenges and rewards. What works for one couple may not work for another. It's important to find what works for you and your partner, to navigate your own path, and to create your own rules. And let's not forget, there's a strong chance of success if you continuously choose each other. If you continuously choose love, if you continuously choose commitment, if you continuously choose trust, you can stand the test of distance. You can make your long-distance relationship work. You can make your love story a success. So, are long-distance relationships a bane or a boon? Well, it depends on how you look at it. It depends on how you navigate it. It depends on how you choose to make it work. Remember, distance is just a test to see how far love can travel. Share your experiences in the comments section below.